We are live for H&N Race Hub after Homestead in Bristol Motor Speedway this past week. With me in the studio, it is my good buddy Elijah Hoggy. Elijah, nice to have you.
What's up?
Alright, well, it was a good week of racing. Bristol, we said last week during Race Hub that there's two Bristols we might get. We might get a chaotic one, or we might get one like Season 9. And the Bristol we got was Season 9, in my opinion. It wasn't chaotic, had a good finish, good racing. Not a lot of accidents. Of course, you had some here and there. But Homestead, for me, was more chaotic than what Bristol should have been, in my opinion. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, Homestead, I don't think there was a caution until really in the final 10 laps. Then we had 3 yellows in the final 10.
I agree. Yeah, this weekend put on a really great show of racing. Homestead put on a good race. Bristol put on a good race. Had some. So I'm gonna surprise. No, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna surprise people up front for Bristol and Homestead. Walsh was up front leading laps. Gray was up front leading laps. A bunch of people was up front leading laps. But here's your points after Homestead and Bristol. Hoy extends his points lead with 3 wins on the season, 18 bonus points. So that is going to help him really in the playoffs, well, in the championship round. So he stacked last week in Race Hub Hoy. You talked about that you want to stack up a lot of bonus points, and that's what you're starting to do 4 races in.
Yeah, those bonus points can really save your ass. I mean, you can have a bad race, and those can back you up for it. Definitely need to stack them up. Continue doing it.
I agree. Well, Ricky moves up to second. Gray goes to third, still up to fourth. BMAC to fifth. Washed up down to sixth, and Logan down to seventh. Brian to eighth. Quentin to ninth. Chicane up to 10th, and Sterling, we will get to him later in this show. But he is really making his way up through the points, especially missing the first 2 weeks. And we was talking about him maybe being in danger for missing the playoffs. He's really starting to. I mean, his last 2 finishes and starts he had pretty strong finishes to help him jump up in the points.
Yeah, Sterling's been he's not been fast. He's just been kind of there when it matters most. And at Homestead and Bristol, that's been the case. He's had some good finishes this weekend.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he got 5th last night at Bristol.
Yeah, we will get to him later in this show. Sidewinder to 12th in Cadet. Last week when he was talking about points, he missed both the races last week, so that really hurt him. He is pretty much out of the hunt for the championship, regular season championship fight. But he's still not out of the hunt to make the chase yet. But he really needs to start locking in. But one guy that we will talk about too later in this show is definitely NASCAR boy. They're down points, and this is the gap. Ricky up 3 from Homestead. Gray down 1, still stays the same. BMAC up 2, Wash down 3, Logan down 1, Bryant stays the same. Quentin up 1, and Chicane up 5 after really, really strong going at
Yeah, Chicane showed up at Bristol, and he tried to make the most of it. Was one of the faster cars that race, and had some good battles for the lead.
Yeah, finished P3 last night in Bristol. How about we talk about some breaking news here? Naylor has been signed to 2311 to drive the 45 car this season in H&N. I think this might be a sneaky good move, if you ask me, Hoy.
Yeah, I mean, so far he hasn't really caused any issues, to say the least. But the races he's been doing, he seemed to get a little bit better each time. I think if his team can help him out a bit, give him some more information, he could probably be pretty good.
I agree with that statement. It's really exciting. I'm happy to have him in the league. So congrats to him on signing with 20-11. I'm ready to see what he has this season. Let's talk about the hot start for you, Hoy. Your worst finish this season is second, and that's Daytona. And you side by side with the leader when you cross the line. And then you finish first at Vegas, first at Homestead, first at Bristol. And you haven't scored less than 60 points this season. When you did, that was Daytona. And you was up front at the end of the stages. Circumstances really put you back in those stages. But, I mean, you are coming on strong early in the season. A very hot start. 18 playoff points and leads the points by 148 over Ricky. And have an average finish of 1.2. What do you got to say about that hot start?
I mean, it's awesome. I don't think I've had this good of a start since, season 3. 2 or 3. It's pretty freaking awesome. Very happy with it. I'm happy with HMS's results too over these past couple races. We've been doing really good.
Yep, so you have really started this season off really, really strong. Best driver in the field thus far. And there, Hoy won the past 2 races. He won Thursday Night Thunder, the inaugural Thursday Night Thunder race, and then Bristol last night in a late pass on your teammate Ricky. What do you got to say about the win at Bristol?
Yeah, I definitely wasn't the fastest, but it just ended up coming in my lap, I guess, and the 48 and the 9 got tangled up. I took advantage of that, and then I was able to hold off Ricky and Chicane for the win.
Yeah, you pulled off. Shoot. But you had the dominant car, in my opinion, at Homestead. You scored a whopping 95 points that race. You could have scored almost max points if you didn't spin out while in the lead in stage 1. What do you got to say about Homestead?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed about stage 1, the self-spin. But it happens sometimes. But Homestead was a very fun race.
It was very, very fun for you, of course, because you dominated that. Probably the best race I've seen you run in a while. From start to finish, you came back from the early mistake there in stage number 1. You didn't put your guard down. You kept your foot in it. You scored your second victory this season. And let's talk about Sterling. Sterling, could this be a comeback season? He really, I'm not going to say struggled the first 2 races because he really didn't show up, but that could have really set him back. And before Bristol, last in points, and after Homestead and Bristol, 11th in points, last 2 finishes was 4th and 5th. I mean, we said this last season. He showed it last season. And we talked about it last week in Race Hub too. He is a consistent driver. He's like the closer. He's there when it matters the most, and it really showed the last 2 races.
Yeah, Sterling, he's really impressed me. Obviously, he missed a couple of first 2 races, Daytona and Vegas, I believe, and then he's only done Homestead and Bristol, and he's knocking on the door at top 10, and he's trying to find his way in the playoffs, which I think it's really hard. It's not easy to.
I agree with that. Yeah, he's really coming on strong when it matters the most. And Hoy, you put a vote up in the. Well, we'll talk about that later, actually. But and then let's talk about HMS domination. HMS is 1-2 in points so far this season. Has finished 1-2-3 or 1-2 in the last 3 races and 1-4 all 4 so far. And I mean, this HMS is always pretty fast, but this is the most I ever seen HMS dominate in a long time in H&N. Like as a team.
Yeah, we're definitely got all the cylinders, well, four cylinders at least going so far. Trying to hopefully we can get Bryant some up there in points. I like for our guys to make the playoffs, have a chance, championship.
Yeah, talking about HMS, like the first two races, Chicane really struggled. Didn't race Homestead. And they showed up really, really strong at Bristol. Led laps, was up front the whole entire time. And, I mean, showed a lot of speed.
Yeah, and I knew Chicane was good. I did some testing with him pre-season, and you know I'm giving him out valuable information about tracks and adjustments, and I mean especially at Bristol, you saw it really helped. So I'm gonna continue to do everything I can to help everyone on the get better.
Yep, HMS really dominating so far. But what do you got to say about Steele there? Steele is a really exciting evacuation from HMS. You pretty much took most. I'm not gonna say took. You guys, HMS and Joe Gates pretty much traded drivers. Cadet to JJR and Steele over here. Are you excited to have Steele on the team?
Yeah, Steele was an awesome addition. He really helped out at Daytona. Vegas, fortunately he didn't get the finish he deserved. Homestead, he got second, which I was very proud of.
And same at Bristol. He's running up front all race. He just didn't get the finish he deserved too. So it's a
he just got caught up in traffic and couldn't really get around him.
Yeah,
so
it's a tale
he's been really good.
It's a tale of two stories. Either he's up front, finishes up front, or runs up front and just don't finish there. I mean, and the Las Vegas really wasn't his control, in Bristol, I mean, really wasn't his control either. He kind of got spun there. But I'm excited to have Steele and HMS too. I'm happy that we got him. And then heartbreak for Ricky. Boy, I'll let you talk about this one.
Yeah, so Ricky was probably the fastest car. Yeah, arguably the fastest car between him and the 48. Stage 1, Ricky won Stage 1, 48 got second. Stage 2, Ricky got third. Stage 48 got second. And Stage 3 is kind of where the heartbreak started. Ricky ended up leading the most laps. Didn't get the win. Got P2, but I think it was a late race caution where he was battling with the 48. Caution comes out, and he couldn't hold on to the lead. Got put in the wall by the 48 late in the race, and that opened the door for the 8 car to pass and get the win.
Yes, that's how my race went. Had high hopes for it, and I showed that I had speed, so I'm happy about that. Just sometimes you have those in races, you dominate them, just don't go your way. But that's all part about racing. You just move on, move to the next one. Happy that you won it, and yeah, I mean HMS still won, so I can't be mad about that. But let's talk about NASCAR boy here. A terrible start to the season. He only raced 2 races this season, yes, but the 2 races he ran in has been absolutely disappointing. You really didn't hear from him in Daytona, boy. He got wrecked while he's in the back. Him and his JJR teammate got wrecked. And at Bristol, he just didn't have any speed. Mistakes after mistake after mistake. He's just a no-show. And he is 19th in points, minus 321 points back from the lead. He is in deep trouble here. I know it's still 4 races in. This regular season goes by fast, and has pretty big deficit he has to come back from.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to worry about how far back you are from the lead, but you're 11 spots behind the playoffs. So, I mean, yeah, his 2 races he showed up in has been very concerningly underwhelming. So he's really got to start figuring something out to get the finishes and try to max out his points. He really can't afford any mistakes from here on out. Or
I agree, and it's crazy talking about this because he was a championship contender seasons prior. Is a past champion. I know Daytona's Daytona, but it's weird that he just wasn't up front at Daytona. It's because Toyota had speed. Toyota won the race. I think, won pretty much every stage in the 500. It's just it wasn't him. He didn't leave much laps, if any. So he really has to get back on the horse and just have to come off one by one race at a time. So good luck to him.
And I mean, H&N has never had a champion miss the playoffs ever, so this would really be, I mean, shocking. He's season 9 and season 10. He had speed. He showed speed, and this season it's just not starting out. But maybe once you start going to his style of tracks, he'll start getting better.
Yep, I agree with that. Well, it's the main topics we have to talk about there, Hoy, but Cadet missing the first 2 races. Well, not the first 2, missing the last 2. I know it's still early, and we talked about this last week, but actually, before we go to that, Hoy, you put a vote up in the Discord on how many drivers is going to make the playoffs. Do you want to announce how many is going to make it by the votes?
So the votes, not everybody participated, which isn't a big deal, but we will keep it to 8 cars for the playoffs.
So I just wanted to get that point before I talk about Cadet. And the other drivers, I mean, if you is having a miserable season so far, you better just reset and just get it under control. I mean, you better just think the next race is the first race of the season of your season. Just start off from there, because I mean, there's only 8 people making it in. There's going to be a bunch of people not making it in. And Cadet, 13th right now. He is capable of making it, but he races IRL when we race sometimes. And who says he ain't going to make a mistake, have a terrible race, or, again, maybe he gets suspended again. So, is it kind of too early to start, worrying about him?
Yeah, he absolutely should be worried about missing the playoffs. He's not really doing good at all. The races he's been in, he's kind of sucked in, to be honest. Vegas, I wouldn't say he was really...
In my opinion. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah. Vegas, he didn't really have speed. He was just there at the end.
Yeah, and Daytona's Daytona. He was up there. He led laps. He was up there. It's just instance out of his control really just put him back. Finished 19th that race. But yeah, I think it might be time to start worrying about Cadet a little bit. And Hoy, you just mentioned not even a minute ago. It might be the first champion to not make the playoffs in H&N history. What if we have 2 champions not make the playoffs after?
Yeah, I would be pretty surprised, especially after the season Cadet had.
Yeah. 7 race wins last year, best average finish, winning the championship. Going to be very disappointed if he misses it, but he's a very capable driver making it. I'm less worried about Cadet than I am NASCAR Boy. NASCAR Boy is in complete danger of missing the postseason. That would be a very disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, when you're a team owner, you're worried about yourself trying to make the playoffs, and then you've got your top tier drivers on your team really trying to make it too, and that's kind of a tough scenario to be in, to say.
I agree. But let's talk about. We have a bye week next week, so you won't see any racing from us. But after the bye week, we head to Phoenix and Dover. And those are 2. And speaking about Cadet, those are 2 tracks he won at last season. So if he wants to get his season back on track, the week after next is the best time to do it. He won Phoenix, won Dover. So I mean, yeah, I'm worried about him, but at the same time, I'm really not, because he is capable enough to just knock out 2 wins right there and be A-okay.
Yeah, Cadet's got the talent to make it. It's just gotta use his head.
I agree. But yeah, the next 2 tracks we go to are Phoenix and Dover. Dover put on a good show last season and the season prior, and Phoenix kind of did too. I enjoyed Phoenix a lot. I thought it was going to be miserable, but I really enjoyed it. I think every driver kind of enjoyed that one too, so that's going to be exciting. We have 2 good races coming up. 3 good races coming up. Exciting races possibly, because we got Atlanta right after that, and I'm very excited about Atlanta. I mean, it put on good racing last season. We really didn't know this season 9 because the drafting package was kind of buggy. So I'm not going to even count season 9 as a plate. I mean, it was a plate race, of course, but it's not like how it was last season. Last season was exciting, had crashes, good racing. So I'm excited about Atlanta in 3 weeks' time. But yeah, next 2 tracks coming up are Phoenix and Dover. Hoy, if you could pick a driver to win Phoenix, who would it be?
Honestly, I don't know. We didn't go there season 9.
All right, well that's fair enough. If I could pick a driver to win next Phoenix, I'm gonna go on a limb and say Cadet. Well, I'm not gonna go on a limb because he dominated there last season. I'm gonna go Cadet and then Dover. Cadet won the last season, but I'm gonna pick Bryant. Bryant had good speed there last season, but he was just trapped a lap down the whole entire time. He really couldn't show that he had speed. He had speed. It didn't matter because he was trapped a lap down the whole entire race. So I'm gonna pick Bryant for Dover. Who do you got for Dover? What?
Dover. I'm gonna say Rick. I think you have some speed at Dover. We've done some testing there together. You seem like you could at least contend for it if you don't win it, or at least get close.
Thank you. I appreciate that one. But yeah, I'm going for Phoenix. I'm going to Cadet, and Dover. I'm going Bryant. Well, I guess we'll find out in 2 weeks' time. But boy, are you ready for this bye week coming up here this weekend?
Yeah, this is a good chance for me to, figure out some more tracks, how to get better, and try to continue my good run.
Yeah, and this bye week is probably coming up for a lot of a lot of drivers are probably excited for the bye week that are struggling, like Cadet, NASCAR boy. That you really reset your season right here and just try to finish this regular season out strong and do the best you can. But this really wasn't a long race up. We just went over stuff that happened last week. Actually, no. Sorry. Sidewinder. Yeah, the reason Sidewinder wasn't there is because he got suspended after Homestead due to intent wrecking. Sidewinder, I don't think he's in trouble yet, but that really set him back.
Yeah, Sidewinder, he's consistently mid. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but
he has races, but then he has races where he just no-show. So, yeah, not a good situation for Sidewinder. He will be back next week, though, but under a couple race probation. But, yeah, that's going to be it here from Race Hub. Congratulations to you, Hoy, for going 3 in a row and picking up the wins Thursday night and last night. That's going to be it here today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.